Hi y'all, welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time we play a little Derpy Craft with FTB Monster. What in the world is my thing doing? Better question is, why is it not... Oh, I think it's hit a pocket of cobblestone. This is what happens with your, with your quarries when, you have lava nearby, and this is one of the reasons why I try to put water in at the top instead of part of the way down like I did this time. Well, not all of that was my fault because this wasn't all solid, but what happens is your quarry hits water and lava and they create cobblestone, and so the quarry just keeps trying to break that piece of cobblestone, and it doesn't work out so well. Plunk. I'm really surprised it's still running. I wonder why it's still running. I can't believe that I put enough fuel in there to keep it running this long. It's almost like it's not running when I'm not online. Maybe this, no, it can't be because it's lower than what it was, because it was like, what, 50, 53 when we were on last time? No, because that stuff was out in the open. Boy, I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. It's doing whatever it's doing. I did bring in several loads of charcoal, and it is out of charcoal, so in fact, oh, I see. Dizzy's Power Solution Service. What did you do to my system, man? Quarry, Tesseract. Oh, you. No, that explains why it's still running. Dizzy came and fed me a Tesseract. Nice. I was gonna get there eventually, man. I've been busy. Let's see, what do we got in here? We got anything decent I need to take back? I might use that. What's that? Oh, fluorite crystal. Uh-oh. That's 2 chests completely full. It's not a good sign. Plenty of marble, though. I got plans for that marble stuff. Trash can here. Take this cobblestone and dirt and stuff. I don't need it. Oh yeah, you can't have my obsidian. I'm going to use that. Anything else in here, though? Alright, what about this one? Oh, there we go. Whew, I feel better. This one's not even had anything put into it yet. This one just started. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We got plenty of space. I figure we should have enough chest space here to get through at least one quarry. And now that I've fixed that little lava problem and Dizzy's power, that's what it looks like when your quarry has plenty of power. This should get down to bedrock pretty quickly and have us on our way to do whatever it is I'm going to do on here. I haven't, I don't know. I've been really busy the last 2 weeks, and today's the first day where I've had, alright, it's not totally true. I've been playing Destiny, so all my free time, which usually I spend playing stuff like this to get ready for videos, I have instead spent playing Destiny. But last night I hit the... I don't think that's going to stop me from playing Destiny, but last night I finished the single-player campaign. I've got 2 more strike missions to go. Wait, this is... I guess this is the same. This looks really bare for some reason. Like there was something here and now it's gone. Anybody else feel that way? Alright, pulverizer. Are my pulverizers all upstairs? I need to get some pulverizers down here. Pulverizer. Why are there wooden signs on my pulverizers? Oh. I gotta look around, see what's been done to my base since I was gone. Not that I've really been gone, I just, you know, like I said, basically what happened was I got Destiny shortly after it came out, and at work is the big thing that has ruined my time. At work, they changed my normal schedule, and so now instead of working at night, I work in the day. And so what I would do before is I would do all my game playing before, and then, you know, when I come home, I just come home and eat and go to bed. And well, now I go to work, and then I come home, and then I have to make my videos, and I could like set my videos up to render while I was at work, and so things worked a little easier that way for me. But now I have to record, edit, render after work, and so it is. I don't know. I'm having issues keeping ahead of the game a little bit. You know what? I don't need to hang on to this either. Let's actually put you in here, because right, that's where my harvester is. I'm trying to get out the stuff that doesn't go. Baked potato probably could stay in there, but I need this just to be my ores, and I guess the concrete probably should have stayed in there. Oh, rubber can stay in there. You don't even need to be in there. Maybe my tools as well. I'll leave my tools in there. Some commonly used items. Yeah, that looks a little better than before. I've got more space in there. What about you? You've got room. You can take some of this junk. I should just use those things. You get out. All this can get out. I actually been playing Destiny a little bit with JJ. And oh, hello, skeleton. I almost call him a spider. Really? Now I've got blueberries? Oh, man. Whoa, how'd that skeleton... Oh, I left my door open. Don't leave your door open. And so, one night was playing was with JJ, and then last night I played some with Grimstalker, who doesn't play on this server, but he plays on, well, he used to play on my TPPI server. And so he's been playing some other things, some MMOs and stuff lately. And so he's on Destiny, so we were playing on Destiny last night with... JJ just got Destiny, so when I played with him earlier this week, he was like level 7. It's probably like way beyond that now. Out of the way. And so I had started a new character to play with him specifically. And, well, I didn't create the character to play with him. I already had the character, but he was low level because I like the Warlock class. There's 3 classes, Titan, Warlock, and Hunter. And so my Warlock is just hit level 20 last night. And which it's not too bad of a system for leveling and stuff. I kind of like the storyline missions, and they okay, I can't pick these fast enough. Crazy. Um, I so you like the missions take anywhere from, I don't know, 15 minutes to 45 minutes. So when I would find like a half hour free, I would jump onto Destiny. And a lot of the single player missions, when you're playing it, they have checkpoints, and so you can quit at a checkpoint and come back later and pick it back up. So like yesterday I had about 20 minutes free before work, and so I jumped onto Destiny, and I got up to about halfway through one of the missions, and then when I got home, I just basically picked up where I left off and was able to finish the mission and stuff. It was really nice. But that's what I've been doing with all my normal get on here and do stuff time. So I don't know. I'm really don't have anything done. I don't even know what I want to do, basically. What do I want to do? I need to build a house. I had a house, but I need to build a new house. What I really want to do, though, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start work on my big plan. My big plan is what we were gonna do on the last server. Now, the last server had we were using. I need to fill up my jetpack first. The last server we had the what's that mod called? Archaeology Fossil mod, and it had dinosaurs, and so my plan was to go ahead and get all the dinosaurs and build a little Jurassic Park zoo kind of thing, and then uh, and so we were going to do that, and then we switched maps completely, and so we stopped doing that. Um, and then so on here we've got all these different kinds of creatures that are available but not currently in the game. So I still want to do something like that. I just got to get JJ to turn him back on, which I will do. But we're not even anywhere close to needing them yet. So, I mean, eventually we will need them to be in the game, so I know how many things to make. But we can at least get started on it today. We'll go find a place where we want to build it. I kind of like the area I'm in right now with my house because it's close enough to some of the other biomes, because they're biome specific, the creatures are. And we're in a savanna, which allows us to have the desert creatures. But we're also right next to a forest and a swamp and the winter biome just over the river there. And so we can actually do pretty good at keeping all the different creatures, I think. Don't quote me on that, but so that's interesting. Wonder why it does. What is that? Is that without power? With power, without power. With power, without power. I don't know. That's bizarre. I don't know why it. Are you charged yet? You're close enough. Okay. So I guess today we're going to do a little flying around. A little flying around, I say, because this jetpack sucks. I really wish this mod pack um, had the advanced jetpacks. Okay, let's get up in the air here. Now this is Savannah, and then you can see right there we've got, well, let's see, this is Savannah, right? Yep, Savannah. And then over here, we've got, I don't know what this is, Highland, all right? And then there's the timber forest. And then there we've got whatever this winter biome is. It had winter creatures. One of my episodes, I know I ran into an ice tick. I called it. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. Icy Hills, this is called. But I ran into something called I don't remember what it's called. I called it an ice tick. Because it looked like a big tick made out of ice. And so, you know, I'm going to need some kind of icy biome for the ice creatures. And we'll have to bring up Jabberwock and stuff. And Manticores. And I think all that's catchable with... I thought this was a cave, but it's not a cave. It's just a black spot on the wall. All that's catchable, I think, with the Mine Factory nets. Maybe. I don't know. It might be trickier than I thought. Shouldn't lava melt the snow around it? I'm just saying. If I put down a torch... Oh, there are still snowmen out here. Hey, guys. I don't know if you really count as the creatures I was talking about, but maybe you do. But there's a lot of different biomes, and we get a lot of different creatures based on the different biomes, and so I thought it'd be cool if we made like a little zoo. But I'm thinking we'll probably just do it right where I'm at. I don't know if there are water creatures. I think... Whoa. Oh, look at that. We got a Blizz. He's related to the Blaze. Hey, Blizz. Ow. Only instead of a Blaze Rod, he drops a Blizz Rod. I don't know what to do with a Blizz Rod. We'll have to look at that. Let me get back to the area though, where I'm thinking we should probably build. Now, I'm not gonna be able to like hit a sweet spot where I've got like 17 different biomes all touching each other. But I figure if we get pretty close to the edge here, like right here is where I was thinking. This area right here should be good enough for most of the creatures. We get some of the winter stuff. We can have them out here. This is warm enough to keep, you know, the water wet if we need water creatures. I can clear out these trees and stuff, and then we'll build like, I don't know, some kind of zoo thing with just the different creatures inside. I don't know if that means we're gonna need name tags to keep them. We might have to name everything. Otherwise, it might despawn. Can we make name tags in this mod pack? Name. Oh yeah, they're makeable. Look at that. String, paper, some slime to make name tags beautiful. Let's see what this Blizz Rod thing is for. Thank you for obeying me, Blizz. You make Blizz powder, which I suppose is really useful. Blizz powder is kind of expensive to make, so being able to grab it is pretty sweet. Oh yeah, we'd have to do like another room. That'd be crazy. Crazy old Maurice. Nah, there's where I set that fire. Why did I set this on fire? I don't even remember. Oh no, I blew up a fire creeper? Is that what happened? I don't remember. I remember it broke the server. Or not the server, but my game. Kicked me right off. Put these trees cleared out of here. Yeah, it feels weird to me because I used to do more of a tutorial-based playthrough of these mod packs, but I don't have time to prep for that now. So it's kind of just turned into log on and play the game and record it, which, you know, I guess is alright. I mean, I do other Let's Plays. I just never intended this to be a straight-up Let's Play like it's become. Hopefully, though, just a little bit longer, and this contract will be over. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't finish that story. So let's talk about my work a little bit here. It's all contract based, and so I usually don't know exactly what my hours are going to be ahead of when whatever session it is actually starts, and training stuff. And so you have some idea, you know, well ahead of time, but you don't know right up until the moment if people are actually going to need the training or if they want the training. And so normally it's all done at our central location. And so so I had gotten a list of these are the things. I'm going to turn off these map points. They're bothering me today. And so I had gotten a list of what I was going to be doing. And so then I had one session in summer, or two sessions in summer, I guess. And so they finished about, we call them summer, but in June I started a session, and then there was a follow-up session in July to August, and so I thought I was going to get like 4 weeks off between sessions, and I was pretty happy about that because I like having breaks. And so from like mid-August to, or end of August to end of September, I was going to have a break, and then we had some more sessions scheduled for starting in the end of September. And so here I am, first day after my previous session ended. I'm like, all right, I can sleep in. And then I get a phone call, and they're like, so we have a new session we didn't know we were going to have. They just contacted us. They need it to start next week. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, and it's at this one place. And I'm like, okay, I've done sessions at that place before. I hate it. They're not the easiest people to work with, and I really, really hated being over there. And they're like, yeah, well, we know that, but we contacted the other people who run these sessions, and they're all already booked for other things. And since you just finished your session, and you've got time in between sessions, could you at least do the first session while we look for someone to teach the next session? And I'm like, all right, fine. And they're like, because, you know, we're probably not going to have full sessions for the next two that we had planned for you to do. And so, which means I don't get paid as much. And so I'm like, all right, fine, I'll do that. That should make up the difference, whatever. And so then I start into that, and so not only is it not at our main building, it's not even at our building. I have to go to their building to do this training session, and ours normally run for like 4 hours at a time, and so you only have to have a couple times a week. No, they want it every day, and So, and it doesn't run for 4 hours, it runs for 2. And so I'm over there every day for a couple hours doing this training. It's going a lot better this time than it did last time, so it's not as upsetting, I guess, as it was the first time. And I don't think they understood what was entailed the first time. And so it's really bizarre. But they tried the first time to put us in a room. I mean, they didn't try, they put us in a room that had other things going on in it, and then were upset that the training wasn't going as well as it should have been. And yeah, it was pretty crazy. But so then I'm like, okay, well, nothing's set up here. And they're like, oh, yeah, we know, because they talked to us about doing a training session, but then they never got back to us. And then they got back to us the week before they wanted the training session to start. Usually you have to schedule these things well in advance so people know to set up the equipment and stuff like that. And so the day I got there, they didn't even know who they wanted to have training. They just know they wanted to have training. And so they went around looking for people to have training, and then we had to get them to fill out all the paperwork. And it actually took them... So the session ran for 2.5 weeks, the first session. It took them until 2 days before the training session was over, to even get them into our system. Which is just crazy. And which means that all the paperwork that I was supposed to do for every time we'd have a day, I couldn't do because it wasn't... Is this tree a skeleton? Did you just tell me this tree was a skeleton? And so then I'm like back and forth to the main our main buildings, and I'm like, look, this is what's going on, and I can't access this, and we don't have this, and so I'm working with them. I'm working with, my place, and oh no, there you are. That was weird that you showed up way up in the tree. Not as weird as you carrying around a bone and attacking me with a bone while wearing a jack-o'-lantern. Oh, I broke my sword. But yeah, so they I don't know. It's been really bizarre, and then they're like, well, we can't find someone to do the other session. And I'm like, well, I'm already scheduled for sessions at the same time on the main, or at the main buildings at where I work. And they're like, well, I think I'm just gonna see if we can shift the times on those trainings so that you can go ahead and do more trainings at this other place. And I'm like, alright, I want to, but I guess I could. And they're like, well, that's the plan. And then we're gonna have you do the next session, which is another 2.5-week session, and then we have a 5-week session after that one. So we're gonna go ahead and have you do that one, and then I'm gonna find someone to take over the other session you were supposed to do here that didn't start until this week coming up. So then you'll just have the 2 smaller sessions here that don't have enough people to be a full session, and you can still do those because those won't take as much time, but we'll find someone to do the full session that was scheduled, and you can just go ahead and do 2 sessions and 1 double session, which means I have to drive over to that other business every day to do training. I mean, it's different kinds of training. It's not the same training every session. But you know, we get them through one system, and then there's basically be 2 different systems and an overview of a lot of different systems. And yeah, I don't know. It's this stuff connects to the walls weird. You know that? But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Working and playing Destiny, and I don't know. I'm still, like I said, once we get through a full quarry and I have the supplies. Problem is I don't have all my supplies in place yet. I started to though with the what are they called? With the Tower Melt down there. That's what I call them. But I still gotta have. I should have just made 8 of these at once, and this would have been done by now. But once I get those 8 done, and you saw I just made like my 3rd one today, so which is terrible. Then I'll be able to get the rest of the next stage up, which is gonna be growing my own ender pearls. That's my plan, which will be awesome. So I don't know. That's where I'm at. Those are my future plans for Monster, as long as we stick with it. We did get a lot of area cleaned out here. I do need to get some fence down in here. But once we get this a little more cleared out, I'm going to be doing some building. And luckily, my plans to start with, well, I don't know, because we'll probably want to make it look nice with a wall and stuff around it. So we'll have to figure out what I want to do for the walls outside the zoo, I guess. We'll call it a zoo. And then we'll have to get the creatures actually turned back on so I know which ones to include and what their biome is like. Because you can't have a zoo if you don't put your creatures in the correct biomes, right? So I'm going to have to build my own biomes. I already have plans for the cave biomes that should be fun, I think. So, at least in my mind, they're going to be fun. I don't know if they'll actually turn out to be fun, but they might be fun. So, all right, click like if you like. Oops, I just pushed that chicken down in a cave. Subscribe to be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.